Thank you for taking the time to show your interest in Hope for Kenya.
In this video, we'll share a little more information on the Hope for Kenya project.
So how did you meet Augustus and Martha and Richard and Julie?
Oh, that's an interesting story because Augustus sent us a handwritten letter back in 2019, I believe. Might have been at the end of 2018. And requesting Bibles, crayons, just random stuff. And we sent him some stuff. So from that, after sending all that stuff through snail mail, we actually had proof of him receiving that stuff by picture, by video, and that kind of kickstarted our relationship with him. The story with Richard is that Emily Spence went to school with Richard's daughter in Hawaii through YWAM, and that's how we got the connection with Richard. And it's pretty cool that there's a connection there, and God just confirmed our ministry with them.
Neat. So where will the funds be going?
First of all, directly to Richard and his ministry called Reach in Kenya. And we'll send a link to his ministry and what he does, but he will be our middleman or our mediator to give funds to Ikionga Child Care Ministries. And from there, it'll go directly to the building project that we want to be doing. And that will house the kids, that will feed the kids, and that will be really a facility that will be very, very useful to them, because right now they're basically in wood sticks and steel shelter, basically.
When is the deadline again?
The deadline is actually end of this year, so we want to get the funds to them as quick as possible. They want to start building in October. They have been notified by the government because their buildings are just not adequate. I mean, we wouldn't even use them as sheds here, so yeah, and you'll see pictures of that.
How do we know the funds will go to the project?
Good question. The funds will go directly to Richard, and then Richard will be giving the money to locals there, and the local people will be helping with the building. So it'll be really helpful for the community. It'll give work to them and also provide a building that is adequate for the kids.
Is this a Christian organization?
Yes. If you go to Reach, Richard's website, Reach, which we'll have for you guys, you'll really like what he's doing, because he's not only caring for kids, vulnerable kids, but he's also involved with church planting. But yeah, it's very gospel focused, and holistically it's taking care of the kids in a physical way, but more importantly, a spiritual way. So it's really good ministry.
Will they get a tax receipt?
Yes, if you give to this project, you will get a full tax receipt from Hig Gospel Church, and from our church it'll go to Reach in Kenya. But if you give to this, yes, you can expect a tax receipt.
If you have any more questions about the project Hope for Kenya, you can reach out to anyone that you see in this video, or by emailing haiggospelmissions@gmail.com. That's haiggospelmissions with an S @gmail.com.
On behalf of Pastor Augustus and the children, we want to thank you for your generous donations and your many prayers as well.